At no point in history we have had this many options to pick from when it comes to the mating and dating game, right? I mean, just talk about options, man. Men and women both, right? Like, even let's say incels in today's society still have more options to choose from than incels, let's say 60 years ago. Why? Because with in the palm of their hands, they can find ones, twos, threes. Women who are ones, twos, and threes, right? Because those women mainly go with these incels because why? Because these women don't have any other options, any better options per se, right? And they don't want to be alone. We all know this about women. Women would rather deal with drama, would rather go through an emotional roller coaster than be alone and bored. So they would entertain some guy. They have to entertain some guy. Every single woman has some guy in her phone that she's entertaining. That entertainment can be in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Doesn't necessarily need to be having in the form of having sex, right? So even incels today in our society, the men who are incels are, in my opinion, having more to choose from than they did back then. It's just mind boggling what technology has done. And I'm going to put you guys through a scenario real quick, okay? Because I like doing that. Now, for those of you guys who have dating apps, you know that every single time you wake up in the morning, every single day, and before you go to sleep, you're checking your dating apps, right? At least twice, as soon as you wake up and before you go to sleep, and throughout the day as well. But at least twice in those two times, right? And you're trying to find somebody to talk to, seeing if somebody messaged you back, or some girl you followed on Instagram, and just hoping she messages you back, and just wanting to talk to her. And when she waits 3-4 hours and then finally replies back to you, you hop on your phone immediately and fire away a text. Why? Because you've been waiting for that all along, and as soon as you got it, you got to reply to it. So if as men who were supposed to be the gender that's supposed to go out and make things happen, as men who were supposed to go out and find the purpose in our life, as men who are supposed to go out and make great things, bigger things happen, if these men, today's men, are being attached to the phone like that, to the point where they would literally drop everything that they're doing and check out the girl who just texted them back, or just had another match with another girl on Tinder, and now he has to look through her profile to make sure that, oh, this is the girl who I swiped on. Some of you guys even sit there and mass swipe. You just sit there, you just look somewhere else. You're not even looking at your phone. You're just swiping, 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 swiping right, swiping right, swiping right, hoping that you get some match, right? So if as men who were supposed to go out and make great things happen in life, we are instead sitting home and acting this big of a coward, acting this feminine, acting this needy, and acting this attached to our phone, then what do you think women would do in today's society when they have 100 times more matches, 1,000 times more options than us men? It's no wonder why women give you the cold shoulder when you approach them, when you're a cold approach brother. Because I've even talked about this on another video, right? My recent videos. She's waiting for the highest bidder. It's because she doesn't see you as the highest bidder. That's why she doesn't give a shit. If you approach her, if you pitch game, if you say the right thing, whatever. You don't have anything that she's attracted by. And this is why I always say that if she's an 8, 9, or a 10, let her choose you. Okay? Let her choose you. Even any type of girl, even if she's a 2 or a 1, and for some weird reason you want to go sleep with the 2 and a 1 that night. Hey, bro. That's another video topic. But let's just say you want to, right? Even in those situations, let her choose you. Don't cold approach, regardless of what. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a very blatantly obvious choosing signal, where she's just smiling at you or waving at you. It can be as subtle as, looking twice in your direction or bumping into you more than once. That's not happening by accident. She's doing it on purpose. Women are very, very good at fleeing away from situation if she doesn't like to be in that situation, or coming very close to it if she wants to be it. If she wants to be in it. They're just like cats. Anyway, so that's why she's giving the cold shoulder when you approach her, because she has so many options to go through in her phone. And I can only imagine what would my headspace be like if I was getting bombarded like this with vagina attention, right? Or even let's say I put myself in the shoes of a woman. Let's say I put you guys as men in the shoes of a woman. And let's say you men are now getting hundreds of thousands of matches, compliments on Instagram pictures, cold approaches right and left, everywhere you go. Like, I can't imagine what your headspace is gonna be like if you live that kind of lifestyle. Obviously, you're gonna have to go through so many screening processes. Obviously, you're tired of telling no to simps. You're tired of getting turned off by needy guys. You're tired of screening dudes out right and left. And that's why you're just one word answering to whoever the next person is that comes and approaches you. There's a reason why women from the age of 16 to 24 are the most stuck up, because in that age range they're in their prime, meaning that they're getting the most amount of attention in that age range. After that age, that's when you'll see women are becoming more and more approachable. There's this phrase called the resting bitch face. This is actually a thing. If she has a resting bitch face, most likely she is a bitch herself. So that's when you see women becoming more and more approachable, because that's when her options start to go down. And two things are happening. Number one, her headspace is opening up a little bit more. Her judgment and she herself is not clouded by these false sense of reality, which is the fact that she thinks that she's the queen and she has the value that every other guy is telling her that she does. When in reality, guys are telling her that just to get in her pants. When in reality, that value is only going to last from age 16 to 24, 25, 26, whatever. Some women can keep their beauty, their youth, a little bit longer than others. Genetics, right? Whatever. Different women have different genetics. When in reality, that's the main reason, if not the only reason, guys are giving her that the values, the compliments, the attention. But women are too stupid to see any of this, right? So that's what's happening. And number two, what's happening is, this is when, after she sees that, oh, my value is decreasing, or she doesn't see her value decreasing. What she does see at first is that her options are decreasing. And that's when she gets hit by reality. And now she starts to get lonely, more and more lonely. Even though she might have 50 different guys in her phone, well, she doesn't have 100. She doesn't have 1,000 anymore. So now she feels less of herself. Guys, women need to have the dose of attention every single day to feel good about themselves. If she gets 1,000 matches today, and if she gets 500 matches tomorrow, she's gonna feel shittier tomorrow than she did today. I'm serious. It's just like a drug addiction. You need to have that dose of that drug every single day. Otherwise, you feel hella bad about yourself. Even as a man, you feel that way. How do I know? Because back in 2018, when I was running through 50, 60 chicks a year off of Tinder, I was getting depressed if I wasn't being able to smash 3 new chicks in a given week than I did the week before. If I smash 3 chicks this week and I only smash 1 chick the next week, I'll feel shitty about myself. Because I was putting the validation in women's hand. I was giving myself the sense of validation. I was telling myself that I am worth something if I can sleep with women, certain amount of women. If not, then I don't have any value. I was thinking like how women think nowadays. But I'm glad I accepted the red pill and I came across the red pill. So it changed my life. And that's what I tell you guys is that sleeping with women is not something to be proud of, especially in today's generation when women are just throwing themselves at whoever comes in their way and just opening their legs up, right? It's not an accomplishment at all. If you can pimp a woman out, however, that's a different story. Yeah, I'll give you some props on that. How do you pimp a woman out? That's a different video topic. I've done it a couple times. I'm not very experienced at it, but I have some sort of experience at it. We'll talk about it some other time, all right? But fellas, just understand this. This is mainly why women are so stuck up nowadays. And also women are starting to figure out that, oh, this guy just wants to fuck. And it fucks with their head, man. Just think about it. If you finally realize that all these people are looking at you as nothing but a sex object, or as nothing but an ATM, right? In our case, because women view us as an ATM, as a success object, and that actually takes a lot of men away from that acceptance stage of the red pill. It fucked with my head too when I first finally realized that she really wants me for my resources, not for who I really am. And a lot of men, a lot of red pill wearing men, have struggled to accept this part. Even though we know female nature, even though we have lived the red pill lifestyle for the past few weeks, few months, whatever, however long it has been since we first found the red pill, it still fucks with our head for the longest time, or at least it did for me. I don't know about you guys, so let me know in the comment section below. Fucks with our head for a little bit longer that, man, I'm really not desired by anyone for who I really am. It's really for what I can do for them, for society. That's when society really gives a shit about me. Yes, it does fuck with your head a lot. Same thing with women. When they finally started realizing, man, I'm just a sex object, it fucks with their head a little bit. But they still go on Instagram and TikTok and keep shaking their ass. Why? Because again, as I said, it's a drug. They gotta keep getting that hit of that drug every single day. And they know the only way to do so is if they take off a little bit more clothing from their skin. If they take off, if they show a little bit more cleavage, a few more likes gonna go up. They know it. We know it. Let's just call it for what it really is. So fellas, understand this next time you even think about cold approaching a woman. Is that if she has a cell phone, a smartphone, whatever, and a cell phone even if she has a flip phone, the amount of numbers that she's going to be texting is mind-boggling. The amount of Snapchat that she's getting a day from dudes is astonishing. The amount of matches and Instagram likes and comments and DMs she's getting, it's unimaginable. And that's why I started the video saying in no point in history we have had this many options to choose from. And when you have this many options to choose from, it fucks with your head. You go crazy. That's what's happening with these women. Fellas, hope this video made sense. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.